So the next standard is SA 505. External confirmation. External confirmation. So what are the points that we need to learn in this? External confirmation is also called as third party confirmation, is also called as direct confirmation. Getting it?
Yes, sir.
Now, what is the definition of external confirmation as per this standard? See, you can get third party confirmation in two ways. First one, auditor will directly send it to third party and third party directly replies to the auditor. This is first method. Second method, auditor will request to the client will request to the third party will give back to the client will give back to the auditor. Among this first case and second case, which one is regarded as external confirmation is only case A, case 1.
Yes.
This is the direct confirmation by the auditor. That is what even called as external confirmation. External confirmation means a direct written response obtained by auditor from third party. Are you clear? It's a direct written response obtained by auditor from third party in respect of some clause of transaction or clause of balance, whatever it is. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Now, sir, what is the procedure? What is the procedure? What is the audit procedure for obtaining external confirmation? You know, this question was asked for CA final 4 marks and CA inter also. Many struggle like anything. What is the procedure? Tell me first, Likita, what you first think of? I will think of first area where I need external confirmation. Do I need in trade receivables or do I need in trade payables or do I need for loans and advances for what? What is the audit area? What is the class of balance for which you need a confirmation? Yeah, I designed it. For all of them, I need confirmation. Okay, for all of them. Alright, trade receivables have 100 parties. Trade payables have so many parties. Loans and advances, we have so many parties. Now you need to select a party. Select conforming party, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
First select the audit area where you want confirmation, then select the conforming party. Okay. Now design the request. Now you need to write the letter, no? You need to write the letter. Design the request. This letter can be either soft copy or hard copy, whatever it might be. Are you clear? Now this designing may be two ways, either positive confirmation request or negative confirmation request.
Yes, sir.
What is a positive confirmation request? Whether it is matching or not, he has to reply. Whether the third party agree or disagree, whatever it is, he has to reply. Negative confirmation, only when there is a disagreement by the third party, he will reply.
Yes, sir.
Now, I will talk to it again a bit while later. First, you design the request. Now, you design. Will you keep with you? Send no. Send the request.
Send to third party.
Send. How will you send? Either through mail or through courier, whatever. Of course, we only do mail right now. Send the request. Sir, client is not responding. Send a follow-up request.
Yes, sir.
That's it. Now, there are two request formats, no? Positive confirmation request, negative confirmation.
Negative confirmation.
How I prepare? I will write a letter. I will write a letter on the letterhead of the auditor. What will I write? We are the auditors. We are the auditors of, I will preferably take letterhead of the company. Letterhead, the company details will be there on the top, heading. Company. Below my matter will be there. I will type the matter. So on the letterhead of the company, I will type the matter and I will send it to the third party. Understood?
Yes, sir.
So we are the auditors of XYZ Limited as appointed for the financial year 1920. Okay, we were conducting our audit and we found your trade receivable outstanding amount for Mr. A. Something was 10 lakhs as of 31st March 2020. So in the above regard, what is your books of accounts outstanding balance in the name of XYZ Limited dash? Please mention the answer and reply within 3 days. Within 3 days. I'm mentioning dash. He has to mention the amount. It may be 10 lakhs, it may be 11 lakhs, it may be 8 lakhs, whatever it might be. He must mention the answer. Correct? No?
Yes, sir.
Since he must mention the answer, I must get a reply. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Suppose 3 days he did not reply. I will again send a reminder. Here, whether it is 10 lakhs matching or whether it is 8 lakhs or 11 lakhs mismatching, third party must reply. This is a positive confirmation request.
Yes, sir.
What is negative? Until here the matter is same. Until here the matter is same. Below I will mention, if you disagree with the above information, what is there in the above? I am saying 10 lakhs doesn't 31st March. If you disagree, you means who? Third party. If you disagree with the above information, please respond within 3 days. Otherwise, ignore. Are you clear? What is meant by that? See, if it is not 10 lakhs, reply. If it is 10 lakhs only, ignore this. Which means non-receipt of reply within 3 days is considered as acceptance of the above balance. Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
By the way, suppose client has not replied. I assumed it is 10 lakhs. Actually, it is some other amount. Can client say, since third party not replied within 3 days, he must pay me 10 lakhs at any cost? Can the client argue? No.
No.
For him it is different. For me, I assume 10 lakhs is matching. Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Now tell me, we understood PCR and NCR, no? Tell me, Likita, which is superior among these two? Which is good? Which is superior?
PCR.
Exactly. PCR is superior. Why? What if I sent a mail? It went to the spam box of the third party. He did not even know that I sent a mail and he didn't reply. Actually, in my books it is 10 lakhs. In client's books it is 15 lakhs. Client book is only correct. In the third party books it is 15 lakhs. In my company where I am doing audit, they are only material misstatement. But since I did not get reply, I thought 10 lakhs is correct. I gave true and fair opinion. Risk is there or not?
Yes, sir.
Whereas in PCR, if I don't get a reply, I will follow up until I get a reply. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
That's it. So PCR is a superior method. So then why NCR is there? Yes, NCR is there. I will use NCR also. Sir, which method I must use? Should I use positive method or negative method? It's a matter of professional judgment.
Yes, sir.
Sir, in the below cases, I will use negative confirmation request. When? Immaterial. When the balances are immaterial. When there are large number of trade receivables, where only few of them are very material, remaining are immaterial. For the remaining, you can send immaterial. Or low exception rate is expected. See the sentence? The sentence nobody understands. Low exception rate is expected. Sir, what is meant by that? First of all, you must understand what is exception. What is exception? What is exception? See, exception versus misstatement. There is a difference. Misstatement is different. Exception is different. What is that? In my books of accounts, which means my client books of accounts, I am doing audit. 10 lakhs is the outstanding balance. Third party replied. 12 lakhs he replied. Now there is a difference, no? Can I straight away say client books of accounts are wrong?
No.
No. Now there is a difference, right? Difference. The difference is called as exception. You see the definition of exception? You see the definition of exception? See how beautifully it has been written. The definition of exception, just a minute. 505 is above, no? What is exception? It is a difference, no?
Difference. Yes.
Between what? Information requested to be confirmed or contained in entity record. Between what is there in my entity record, what I request to be confirmed, and information provided by third party, confirming party.
Yes,
what I requested to confirm whether 10 lakhs is correct or not, because 10 lakhs only contained in entity record. I requested 10 lakhs only to be confirmed, but what the client replied, 12 lakhs.
12 lakhs.
When there is a difference, what I should do? Likita?
We need to reassess that. Whether it is.
Investigate why there is a difference. Talk to the management. Resolve why there is a difference. Then you will understand whether our client books is mistaken or third party books is mistaken.
Yes, sir.
That's an exception. Once you investigate, later you will understand whether the exception turned into misstatement or not.
Yes.
The definition of exception is very important. Exception in case of external confirmation. Difference between requested information and the confirmation by third party is to be treated as material misstatement. False. It is treated as exception. If you don't understand the word exception, you will fail there. Obviously, in that particular true or false question. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So negative confirmation request is used when the item is immaterial. When the item is immaterial. Large number of items are there. Exception rate. Exception rate means what? Possibility of difference. The percentage of difference, possibility of difference is very low. Sir, my client and the third party, every week they will reconcile, sir. In fact, very last week they reconcile. Both the balances are matching. And in the past 1 week, no transaction happened. Even on 31st March, same amount will be there, no?
Yes, sir.
So will there be any chance for differences? No.
No.
No exception rate is expected. Chances of non-response from third party is also low. Third party is such kind, he will definitely reply. He even regularly checks spam box. If anything is there, he will reply immediately, no doubt about it. Non-response, the possibility that he don't respond is very low. To such kind of person also I can send negative confirmation, no?
Yes,
If
sir.
that person did not reply means I can definitely assume it is matching. If it is mismatching,
Yes.
he would have replied. In these cases, I can send negative. But I'm telling you practically, we don't use negative. We only use which one? Positive confirmation.
Positive.
Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Now I wanted to ask about confirmation regarding. Now I want to ask about confirmation regarding some transaction which happened on 10th December 2019. I'm doing audit of financial year 1920 Likita. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And transaction is there on 10th December 2019. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly, right?
Yes, sir.
Fine. So 10th December 2019, there is a transaction. We sold goods to a customer for 25 lakhs and the customer repaid on 10th January 2020. As on 31st March 2020, zero outstanding. I just want to know whether this transaction is correctly executed or not. Is it really 25 lakhs or not? I got a doubt. Now I wanted to send a confirmation regarding 25 lakhs. Management denied. Sir, dear auditor, you can get confirmation only for balance sheet date items. You cannot get confirmation for in-between items. Now, is management correct?
No.
No. External confirmation can be obtained for any information. It need not be on the balance sheet date. In fact, it may be related to balance sheet, financials, profit and loss account. It may be related to some other information. Sir, I want to confirm regarding terms and conditions. Yes, you can. Sir, I want to confirm conditions regarding agreements. You can. I want to get confirmation for a transaction which is settled already during the year. You can. I want
Yes,
to get confirmation for opening balances. Of course, you can. You cannot be restricted. Whatever information you want from third party, you can get that information. It
Yes,
need not be restricted to. It need not be restricted to balance sheet date items only. Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Fine. Okay. I understood. I want to send confirmation, but management is denying it. Somehow management is denying it. Sir, no, sir, please don't send. Management is not even telling me client name, all the third party name, all that. Management is saying some reason. See, for first, if at all, if company or management denied the auditor to get external confirmation as per SA 505, what auditor has to do? First ask management reasons why they are denying. If the reason is genuine, acceptable, can you ignore? No. You want evidence for that.
Other audit procedure.
Alternative audit procedure. Conduct alternative procedures and get evidence. Suppose management is denied. You felt it is unjustified. They don't have a proper reason. And you are also not getting alternative evidence. Ultimately, with respect to a particular trade receivables, you don't have evidence. When you don't have evidence, what opinion you will give? Modified opinion.
Yes, sir.
Which may be qualified or disclaimer depending upon the severity. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, next one. Management permitted. You sent reply representation. Third party also replied. Now, third party replied no. That reply you are doubtful. You are questioning reliability of confirmation. Reliability of confirmation, you are having doubts. You are having doubts regarding reliability of confirmation given by third party. You are thinking third party is colluded with management. Now you need to perform alternative procedures whether the third party balance is correct or not. Okay, fine. Sir, alternative procedures you said. What is alternative procedure? See, tell me, as on 31st March, a particular customer has to give 10 lakhs to the company. I am doing audit somewhere in 15th May 2020. After 31st March, I will do audit. No?
Yes.
I will prepare only after 31st March audit report and give no. 15th May,
Yes,
I am doing audit. Whether 10 lakhs as on 31st March is correct or not, I want to know. But I'm not able to get confirmation from third party. Okay. Oh, if not confirmation, 10 lakhs receivable means it would have been received already. No, company credit policy is 30 days only, which means by April 30, it would have been received already. See whether
yes,
received. You open a bank statement. User receipt is there. Okay. Amount is received from the same party 10 lakhs on 25th April. 25th April, you received 10 lakhs, which means 31st March outstanding amount is correct only, no?
Yes, sir.
That's an alternative procedure. Example of alternative procedure: subsequent payment or receipt, subsequent settlement of transaction, subsequent settlement of outstanding balance. That's a confirmation. Suppose you felt this 10 lakhs is also dummy. Then you found alternative is also not reliable. Then you give modified opinion. Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
That's it. With this, SA 505 is also over, completely done. So what is external confirmation? It's a direct written response to the auditor from a third party, either in paper or electronic, whatever. Positive confirmation, where whether the third party agrees or disagrees, he will directly respond to the auditor. Negative, third party confirms only if there is a disagreement. Exception, already read. What is the procedure? Determine the information, means whether trade receivables, trade payables, all that. Select the confirming party, A or B or C or D, who. Design the confirmation request, which may be positive or negative. Send the request, including follow-up request. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
These are the areas where you can get confirmation. This is only inclusive list. This is not exhaustive. Are you clear? You can get
Yes,
for
sir.
anything, liabilities, assets. List out all of them.
Yes, sir.
External confirmation procedures are frequently performed to confirm request information regarding outstanding balances. See, suppose Likita, here your question may be asked. Companies send goods on job work basis. Whether now goods are with the third party. Goods are with third party.
Third party.
You want to get a confirmation regarding goods in the custody of third party. What standard applicable? Not 505. 501 is applicable, you know.
Yes, sir.
501 applicable. Why? You want to confirm whether goods are there or not. Existence and condition of inventory, 501 is applicable. In
Yes,
fact,
sir.
both together are applicable at that time. Are you clear? Okay, I'll come to 501 later. External confirmations are frequently performed for account balances at the year end and their elements. Or
Yes.
it may also be used to confirm terms, to confirm contracts, to confirm transaction, to confirm any absence of condition. I saw one loan agreement, there is no interest rate. Did they forgot, or there is no really interest rate? I want to confirm. Are you
Yes,
clear?
sir.
Then title deeds, if at all they are under security, you want to confirm really title deeds are there or not. Because only if I say title deeds, I will understand it is in the name of the company. In CARO also, I need to comment whether immovable property title deeds are in the name of the company or not.
Yes, sir.
Lenders. Therefore, external confirmation can be obtained not only for the account balances at year end, but also for the above details. Are you clear? Management
Yes.
is refusing. Inquire management why they are refusing. What is the implication? Okay, management refused. Fine. Do you have alternative procedure? Perform alternative procedure. Suppose if management refusal is unreasonable or you are unable to obtain through alternative evidence, communicate to top management, give modified opinion. Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Negative confirmation when to use? I told you.
Yes, sir.
This SAF 505 is also completed. Confident?
Yes, sir.
Revised briefly or not?